Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike, and it's time for us to get into another music reaction. So, guys, we are on to a new artist to the channel. They're not new. They've been around for a long time, but new to the channel. This is Lacuna Coil. We're going to be checking out a doubleheader today of Swamped, and then it looks like they just released a new version of it, which is all stuff I've discovered here in the last few minutes before I hit record. So, what you're seeing here is your average homepage if you open up YouTube on a computer. If I were to hit refresh, a whole different set of videos would pop up. These are just suggested videos. Yes, I watch pet videos, and yes, I watch MMA videos too. So, yeah, this is suggested for me, a new Lacuna Coil song, which I discovered is not new. It's just a revamp of an old song from, I think, 2003, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But this is not a request. I have had some people ask me to check out Lacuna Coil on the channel. Some of those people being Fagundes N, Derek, and Palma. And I know there's been some specific requests for songs too. We'll get there, guys. But I figured I'd check that out because Fate and Destiny made this pop up on my YouTube page, which plays into the lyrics too and what this song's about. But so this I discovered, here it is, was a re-release. I was wondering why the title of this album and the song had a XX, I don't know if that means 20, for Roman numerals in the title. And then when I was doing research, I saw there was a song called Swamped, and then this song's called Swamped XX. So I was like, what's going on with that? And yeah, they did have an album from, I think it was 2004, released in 2004, called Comalies. And yeah, this song was on it. And I guess, let me just read what they had to say about it, about this new XX, Comalies XX, and this song as well. Lacuna Coil have given another of their Comalies songs, Swamped, a fresh 2022 update. Vocalist Christina Scabbia explains of the whole project, "This is not a reboot or a spin-off or anything like that. We just wanted to give these songs a 2022 dress and see that this guy or girl who was born 20 years ago would still look effing slick in 2022. So, yeah, I did see there was actual video for the old version too, so we'll be checking that out first, and then we're going to be checking out this new version as well. Now, as far as the lyrics go, I did look at the lyrics. I might be wrong on this, but it feels hopeful. Kind of feels like it's about if there's bad things that happen in your life because of destiny or what you foresee to be destiny or fate, don't let that bring you down. It mentions another day, shame is gone. Hard to believe that I've let it go. So that's why it gives me that feeling. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know. I could be wrong. I did also see that the original song was in the game Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which I did play, like in the early 2000s. And I don't remember that song being in it. Resident Evil Apocalypse, it was also in that movie. I don't know if I saw that one or not. I can't remember. So I don't know. If I recognize it when I hear it, I'll let you know. But yeah, this is a band that I have heard before. It's not going to be a complete surprise to me when I hear the music. I've heard a few songs, but in the early 2000s, I couldn't even remember which ones I heard. But yeah, this will be the first time I'm actually digging in and really focusing on their music. So, without further ado, here we go, guys. We'll check out this old Swamped version first, and then this new Swamped XX version. Here we go, Lacuna Coil Swamped. Sorry in advance if it gets blocked for visual content, and if I have to put words over the little videos box.
When you're
Oh, that chugs. Chicken whale, man. stuff to say. Oh, that's so chuggy. Okay, we'll restart at the chugginess, but I want to comment on this a little bit before we get to the end and I forget my thoughts. Her voice, Christina, so freaking powerful, man. It's almost overtaking the song, but not. And I love her voice. I love her vocals. The other guy, what's it? I think it said his name. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Is his name Andrea? He has a great voice too, and I think they complement each other really well. However, as far as powerhouses go, so far, her voice is stealing the show. Wow. She has a really good voice too. Now the music sounds great. I absolutely love the crunchiness of these like early 2000s guitars. Sounds excellent, man. So freaking chuggy. Catchy song so far too. Almost like a little lullaby-ish of a song kind of. The way that it flows. But let's keep going. Bring it on the chug. Oh, that sounds so good. Voice, man. Man, they have a heavy sound. Just another day. Don't shame it's gone. Thought of thought of let go away. It's just a melody. It lives in me. Thought of wow. I was getting lost in that song, man, and her vocals. How about that? Century Media, too. Everything else that I know of from Century Media is extremely heavy. So this is kind of a strange entry as far as me knowing that Lacuna Coil is part of the label. Wow. Lacuna Coil, Swamp. Yeah. This song flowed. It was also a rocking song, but also beautiful at the same time. Christina's vocals are amazing, and definitely stealing the show on this track, at least. Wow. I don't think I said much on this one. I was just so focused on her singing, man. Everything about this was good, though. I liked everything about this. The melodies, some parts of this even, like in the verses. Let me see. Scary shadows of my past. Scary. Yeah, you guys hear that? Like, I think is that either a guitar with no distortion, or it could be a bass guitar played on really high notes. Shadows of my past are alive. Some of that stuff kind of reminds me a little bit of, oh man, like, it could be a lot of things, but the first things that are popping to my head are almost like different genres of rock. I'm thinking of Tool a little bit. I'm thinking even of a little bit of what Disturbed used to do on their early material, but it sounds beautiful. I love this kind of slightly, almost like Arabian kind of sound to it. And yeah, it's just kind of like a dark lullaby, man, that chugs. Really, and I thought we might be getting into a breakdown, but it wasn't. I thought that was going to lead into some kind of breakdown, but it just led back into the chorus, which is fine. But yeah, I can tell that if they want to get heavy instrumentally, they can. That part proved it. Yeah, great song, man. Let's go ahead and check out this revamp. Ooh, I'm excited for this one, man. And apparently they are proving that they can still look effing slick 20 years later. So here we go. Swamped XX. Okay. Ooh, I like this updated sound. More screams. This is killer. Okay, let me just do some commentary real quick. This version's killer, man. Obviously, all the engineering, studio engineering is updated, so it overall sounds, I don't know, it sounds better. Obviously, more modern, all that stuff. But the adding in screams from Andrea. Sorry if I'm saying his name wrong again, but actually adding in these killer screams, that's awesome. And he's also doing some of the cleans too, a little gravelly, but they're there. Christina's vocals, the mixing is kind of leaving room for everything else now in this version. In the other version, like I said, it's like almost overtaking the song, but her voice is just so powerful. It's like being shot with a ray gun, except it's not painful. It's like you get shot with a ray gun, but it's beautiful. It's like a laser beam just hitting you, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. That's what the first version was like. Her voice is still beautiful in this version, but the mixing is a little bit tailored to allow everything else in the space too, it feels like. Killer update so far, though. Let's keep going. Changed up the melody a little bit too. Wow, man. That'd be cool if they added a breakdown here. killer, man. You know what else is cool? What was this credits? Okay. They changed they were wearing mostly black in the original video, and this one they're wearing all white. Background's white. That was like the new theme of this. And yeah, you know, well, before we continue, and that was the end of the credits. Lacuna Coil, Swamped XX. Killer, I know they said this is not, I'm going to call it a revamp. This was an awesome reimagined version of the original. Yeah, and they look slick. They look effing slick 20 years later. Christina still looks beautiful as she did in the first one. I can't really speak for all the other guys, but yeah, they look pretty much the same too, which kind of makes me think I aspire, hopefully I look, you know, what I looked like 20 years ago as well, man. I try sometimes, you know. So yeah, this was killer. I like the updated sound in this. I think what I appreciate most about this, even though it sounds like it's a complaint, is how her vocals were a bit less overpowering in this, to kind of, like I said, allow all the other stuff to kind of fill the space. And I think mixing wise, it was better for it, you know. In the original, although I really love her voice, I thought it could be toned down a bit, turned down, but her voice is such a powerhouse that either way I'm good, you know what I mean? And then the other thing I really liked about this is adding in some actual screaming. That was cool. Yeah, the one thing they did take away from this, though, I guess this is maybe a complaint, they kind of took away all that chugging that was in the original. There was a lot more chugging in the moments between the chorus and when the next verse would start. You know, they kind of took that, they kind of took that away and played more open notes without as much chug. But no big deal. This was still a killer revamp. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Both versions, actually. Wow. Man, hearing her voice, which I have, like I said, I've heard a few songs way back in the day, early 2000s, but nothing that really stuck. Now, you know, sitting down and giving them the time of day, it's sticking. I appreciate their sound. I appreciate her voice. Definitely want to hear more. So, yeah, let me go ahead and wrap this one up. But let me say thank you if you're still here in this video, for taking the time out of your day and for, you know, your patience sitting through a doubleheader. If you have any other Lacuna Coil songs you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't heard them before, please go check them out as well. And if you have any other band you want me to check out, let me know in the comments. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.